Okay. So what is Citrix Netscaler? Any idea? What is Netscaler? What is load balancer? Some of you working on environment, right?
It will help us to read the traffic.
Sorry?
It will help us to route the traffic, like whichever user connection is trying to get, no, it will route equally, like, uh, all of our data centers.
Be able to get properly. Okay, no problem. Okay, Citrix Netscaler overview. So, for example, simple example, you are watching YouTube video, right? So when you watch YouTube video, so if you click on any movie, that movie is going from any one of the server, backend server, you are getting that movie, right? So if you see, you don't have only one server, multiple server there backend. So the request will go to any one of the server using load balancer, either Netscaler, FI load balancer, Kemp load balancer. Like we have a Amazon Prime, Hotstar, Netflix, backend, multiple servers are there. When you click on one movie, okay, for example, Bahubali, it will go to any one of the server. That is why Netscaler is required. Load balancer is required, not Netscaler. Load balancer is required. Any one of the load balancer, either AWS load balancer, Azure load balancer, or FI load balancer, Kemp load balancer, Citrix Netscaler, right? So we will discuss about what is Citrix Netscaler. Okay, about Citrix Netscaler. Okay, how many layers are there? Okay, what is Citrix ADC and Netscaler? Product lines, how many products are there? Okay, how many editions? Right. So Citrix ADC Netscaler features. What is TriScale net technology in Netscaler? Platform evolutions. What is multi-tenancy? Right. So Citrix ADC availability features. And also, what is Netscaler owned IPs, Netscaler IP, NSIP, subnet IP, VIP IP, functional models, what are functional models are there, how many components are there, and how many modules. So if you want to learn this course, how many modules are there? So each module, which topic we will cover, I'll explain you. Clear? So Citrix ADC, earlier no, Netscaler. After that month, again they change it to Citrix ADC. Citrix ADC means application delivery controller. DDC means desktop delivery controller. Again, they rename it to back, same name, Citrix Netscaler. Why? Because no, Citrix Netscaler name is very popular, very popular. Okay. So it has been market leader since not only 15 years, since over 20 years, right? So market helping organizations manage their hyperscale web traffic. If you see any application, right? All applications, okay? Myntra, Amazon Prime, okay, Amazon, Flipkart, all shopping carts, Swiggy, Zomato, either web application or mobile application, right? Every day we are booking something, right? Food order, we are ordering food, or we are ordering clothes, we are ordering something, right? So hyperscale web traffic. ADC comprises advanced load balancing method, TLS termination. So we require a security, right? SSL certificate, a TLS certificate. Okay, SSL termination. What is SSL termination? I'll explain you. Okay, reverse proxying. L4, L7 protocol optimizations. UDP, TCP traffic, we will send it to user and server. And redundancy solutions to deliver high performance applications, redundancy and scalability. If one server is down, okay, users can access from another server, or one Netscaler is down, another Netscaler they can access. Okay, market share almost 40 to 50% it is there. 40 to 50% Netscalers are using. Okay, firewall, FI load balancer is there, Netscaler is there. Okay, Kemp load balancer are there. So many options are there. So OSI model. What is OSI model? What is OSI? Do you know OSI model? Anyone? Okay. Citrix is application delivery controller that performs application specific traffic analysis to intelligently distribute layer 4 to layer 7 network for web applications. So we do manage layer 4 to layer 7. So layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 will be managed by network team. Switches, routers, firewalls, everything will be managed by network team, so that we do manage end-to-end connection reliability, inter-host communication, data representation. Okay, encryption and decryption will be here, and we are providing application to users. Right? Open interconnection server interconnection. OSM means. Okay. So what is Citrix ADC? Right? For example, if you take any application, for example, 10th class results, okay, 12th results, okay, plus 2 results. If you get results, users can access through web, right? So earlier, if you don't have any, what is it? Okay, here I don't have any this thing, right? One moment, let me open Paint. Okay. So it is restricting to draw something. Okay, so users can access application from here to backend servers using Netscaler, right? Any result application, when they access, the request will go to earlier. So we have a server and client. In between, we don't have any load balancer. So all requests are going to direct server. So it is getting more overload on backend servers, right? More overload. That is why we are introduced. So Netscaler load balancer. Load balancer will take 50% of the load instead of backend server. That is why. So backend server is free, so that we can keep more user load on backend servers. 5 times better. 5 times better. Right? So we can deploy this Netscaler into cloud infrastructure, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, okay, IBM Cloud, whatever it is. And also we can deploy in own data center, enterprise data center. Okay. Availability, 24/7 availability, high performance, so that we can increase bandwidth. SSL offload option is there, and more secure environment. Why? Because now users are accessing Netscaler gateway URL, so which means outside of the users. So security is more important, right?
Servers or whatever the virtual machines you are going to configure inside them, be able to take those.
Okay, so world-class load balancing. What is world-class load balancing? We can load balance small-scale industry applications and big organizations like World Bank, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Qualcomm, Infosco, Volvo, Bench, so many companies. Not only these, okay, all banking domains. You know, you all are in Pune or Mumbai, so many companies are there. Banking domains, okay, telecom domains, automotive domains, they use Netscalers. Okay, health monitoring. Health monitoring means, so it will monitor the backend server health. So one request is coming to backend server. Backend, we have 3 servers, right? So 3 servers, okay.
Or my system has a local IP, so that I will be able to access these. If let's say I am not available in the office, then in that case I need to connect.
Okay, backend server health. If the server is healthy, the request will go to backend server. If server is not healthy, the request will go to another server. Health monitoring. So Netscaler will manage the backend server health. Caching, integrated caching. So integrated caching means so for example, if you have any 10th class results or +2 results, if you publish in the internet, they can access. For example, Suresh is accessing 10 +2 results. The request will go to backend server, right? So it will fetch his details. Again, Rajesh will connect to another server. Okay, Venkat will connect to another server. So again, so Rajesh want to see his results. So no need to go backend server. The data will be available in Netscaler level integrated caching. So we can keep 500 MB or 1 GB. The cache memory will be available for 10 to 15 minutes so that his data will be fetching from integrated caching so that we can reduce load on backend servers. Right? Compression, HTTP compression, application compression. So for example, if you're sending one website to backend user, the website size is 800 KB. Okay, if you want to send 800 KB, instead of sending 800 KB, we can compress the HTML file. We can send it over internet 174 KB or 200 KB. Instead of sending 800 KB, we are sending only less than 200 KB so that we can save the bandwidth. So application optimization also available in this so that we can do application optimizations. TCP connection management, which means TCP connection multiplexing option is available. So it creates all connection pool. It reuses the existing connection pools. If one user disconnected, so it will use reuse the existing connection pool. So no need to create a new connection to backend server. So that is why we are using TCP connection management. Okay, and also SSL processing. Okay, inbuilt there is a SSL process chip is there so that Netscaler will do encryption, decryption, and encryption. Instead of backend servers, Netscaler will take the SSL transactions, which means decryption and encryption. And also we have a feature called SSL VPN. So we have a Cisco VPN, right? Cisco VPN. Everyone is connecting with Cisco VPN. If you're working from home, you have to connect VPN, then you have to access, right? Cisco VPN like that. So Netscaler is also having SSL VPN. And also we have a application firewalls, app firewall, so that we can, if any user coming from outside of the network, if any intrusion, this app firewall will detect that request, it will verify, it will send it to backend server. If any malicious found, it will drop the connection. That is why we require a application level firewall. Clear? So we have MPX, VPX, and SGX boxes. What is MPX box? MPX box is a hardware box. We have to purchase hardware box. I don't know. You guys are know physical servers, okay? Physical servers, right? So we have so many physical servers, right? IBM X3650, right? So many servers are there, 3650 something servers. Okay. Bias key, okay. So like this, these are our servers, right? Like that, we have a Netscaler MPX box. Netscaler MPX, which means hardware box. Okay, so hardware box, it has multiple Ethernet ports, hard disks, okay, everything will be available. So this is very costly. This is very costly. Okay, we have to purchase a hardware box. We have to install Netscaler. So it has 32 GB RAM, RAID control access, RAID control everything. So and also we have a VPX. So VPX means virtual appliance. We can deploy anywhere. Virtual appliance runs on Gen server, Microsoft Hyper-V, ESX, Nutanix, everywhere. Citrix, what is that? Cloud environments, Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, IBM Cloud. Okay, easy, fast, inexpensive, and flexible, so that we can download the virtual appliance, we can deploy, we have to bring the license.
I have a doubt.
Sorry? Okay. So SDX multi-tenant. So if you purchase VPX box, you can use that VPX box as a SDX, which means, okay, let me show you. If you have any doubt, we will discuss later once demo is completed. Clear? So here the sheet so that we can download latest sheet. This is the model number, latest model number 26200. So 100 gig MPX, we can convert this box as a SDX. What is SDX? You know, someone knows VMware, right? So VMware hypervisor like that, so that we can install. So hypervisor, I have installed hypervisor on this single mission. I created multiple missions, right? See, this is the VPX box hypervisor. So ESXi host on top of that. So I have around 113 missions, right? Like this, so that we can create a SDX. We can convert this box as a SDX. SDX Citrix hypervisor, we can install a Citrix hypervisor. On top of that, we can create multiple virtual appliances. For example, let's say one company is having 80 virtual appliances. Instead of keeping all the 80 instances on ESXi hosts, so that we can take 2 hardware boxes. We can keep, okay, one is in the UK, one is in what is it? New York data center, so that we can keep all the virtual appliances into hardware box, SDX box. So separate Netscaler instances, direct and dedicated hardware, so that we can, for example, we have 3 Netscalers are there, we approve virtual appliances. We can configure 1 NIC to, okay, bandwidth through these NICs, these appliances, because we can provide direct and dedicated hardware access. We can do network isolations. Okay, for example, if you have 24 NICs, 12 NICs, each NIC, so that we can assign to 1 virtual appliance. Okay, so up to 80 instances we can deploy, not 80. Now they increase it to 115 instances. Okay, 115 instances. If you see, okay, multi-tenancy. So up to 115, this model up to 70 to 115, 20 to 115 like this. Okay, 115 instances we can deploy based on memory capacity. For example, if we see this model, 256 GB RAM is there. Okay, 8 NICs are there, 100 gig NICs, 8 NICs are there, so that RAID controller is also available. Based on, okay, availability of RAM for 256 GB RAM, 512, 1 TB, like that. Right? Well, if you create one virtual appliance, we require 4 cores, 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM, so that we can provide based on the availability of the RAM. Right? We can create up to 180 instances or 115 instances. It supports by default. Okay? CPX, okay, Docker container. You heard about Docker container, right? Cloud, okay, cloud environment, multi-cloud environments, so that developers, they install Docker container. On the top of that, they install applications. They can develop the application. So early development, they can test the application load balancing using CPX version. Okay, cloud environments, the Azure, AWS, right? They use this, okay, cloud environment, CPX box. We have MPX, VPX, SDX, CPX. And also we have a BLX software. BLX means, so by default, Citrix Netscaler runs on Linux machine. On top of that, Citrix kernel IDC will load. Instead of creating a virtual appliance, so that we can install the VPX box on Linux machine, direct Linux machine. It runs as a process, runs as a service. Any critical application, so that we can deploy on Linux box. Okay, based on client to client requirement, right? It supports up to 40 Gbps per second, 40 Gbps. What is each device, right? We have a bandwidth limit. So for example, if you have an internet, I have 100 Mbps internet. You have, for example, you're having 40 Mbps per second. Like that, this model supports up to 40 Gbps data per second throughput. Okay. And also we have a cloud environments, AWS, Microsoft Azure, software. Software means IBM Cloud, Google Cloud, right? So that we have to purchase, okay, we have to download virtual appliance from marketplace, okay, Azure marketplace, AWS marketplace. Marketplace is nothing but, okay, what is it? Apple Store, okay, Google Play Store, like that. So we have to download, install, and we have to purchase license. Okay, bring your own license. BOYL, bring your own license. Okay, you have to deploy VMs, right? Appliances using T-shirt sizes. Cloud environment, we have a sizes. We cannot create customized VMs. So A2 size, A3 size, or D4, D8. So sizes are there. Based on that sizes, we have to take a rent, right? Bring your own license. Azure Marketplace, AWS Marketplace. Okay, so these features are available in Citrix ADC. So application availability, application acceleration, application security, front-end optimization. So we have standard licenses, standard advanced premium. If you know anyone Citrix, right? So same process, standard advanced premium. For example, one small company is planning to buy a standard edition. So standard edition is cost is, for example, 50,000. They want GSLB feature and also they want a TCP optimization. So if they pay another 5 to 10,000 rupees, right, they will enable that feature optional. They can provide. Okay, medium companies, they can purchase advanced if they require any new technology so that they can opt optional. Premium means it supports all the features. Premium means it supports all the features. If you see this sheet, so okay, application availability, application acceleration, these are our features based on customer requirement. We can enable, we can disable features. Okay, application security, okay, front-end optimization, TCP protocol optimization, simple manageability, and Citrix gateway. Right, everyone? So we can learn all these topics. So introducing TriScale technology. Citrix has introduced a TriScale technology. What is TriScale technology? Elasticity. What is elasticity? So for example,
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, what about this hardware, Citrix hardware? That means it contains any HDDs and SSDs or anything network related devices should be installed on the hardware.
Your voice is not audible properly.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Citrix hardware contains any HDD or SSDs. It contains anything storage related devices can be accessed or any another access.
Your voice is up and down. Are you outside of the are you outside?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
So you can ask questions later, okay? Once we complete. We don't require any storage. Okay.
Okay.
So inside there is a storage, hard disk is there, like virtual VM. So you have a CPU, RAM, and hard disk, right? Like that, it is there, VPX and MPX box. We have a hard disks. Okay. Hard disks are there. The data will be storing into hard disks. Okay. Okay. TriScale technology, they introduced TriScale technology. It is there. So TriScale technology, right? Future. In this sheet, we are able to see TriScale technology, right? What is TriScale technology? So, for example, where is this? We can increase the bandwidth. For example, I have a 40 Mbps internet in my home, right? So I have a active internet connection, 40 Mbps. So I'm using more internet. So TV, all these, blah, 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 work from home. So I require more internet. So I opted 100 Mbps line. Like that. So I can use that 100 Mbps for 6 months or 1 month. And I can reduce my 40 Mbps so that I can reduce my bill, right? Like this. Okay. Pay as you grow. Boss pack license upgrade. Okay. Upgrade is available. burst pack license, pay as you grow. What is elasticity? What is elasticity? If you take any rubber, if you expand that elasticity, so if you release, automatically it will go into a normal state, right? Elasticity, just like a rubber. So, for example, Great India, okay, big billion sale is going on in Flipkart. Great India, Amazon sale is going on September month, October month during Dasara festival, right? So we require a more bandwidth. If user purchase or don't purchase, definitely they will visit that site. What is the offer? Which credit card? Okay, they're giving offers. Okay, what is the price? So that we can verify, right? Mobile phones, TVs, blah blah blah. That time they require more bandwidth, so they can increase file. They can increase license for 15 days or 1 month. They can take a temporary license. Okay, what is it? They can pay as you grow. Okay, for 30 days they can purchase license. After 30 days it will be normal load. Scale up, elasticity. Clear? Simplicity. So we have a SGX box. Okay, we can implement. If we require more bandwidth, we can deploy more Netscalers, virtual appliances. Okay, simplicity. Expandability, so that we have a cluster option. We can add one after another up to 32 nodes, so that, for example, each device you're having 100 Gbps, you require 3.2 TB. We can add up to 32 nodes, so that we can get 3.2 TB bandwidth throughput. We do not use the feature, but it is there. TriScale technology. Right? Active, we can add up to 32 Netscalers. Active. Clear everyone? 32 Netscalers. So it is the cluster. We can add 32 nodes, up to 32 nodes. Okay. So Netscaler platform evaluation, it will be available from 10 Mbps to up to 200 Gbps, up to 200 Gbps. Based on customer requirement, they can purchase either virtual appliance or MPX box if they require SGX, so that they can convert that MPX box into SGX box, right? MPX also, we have a sheet. See, this is MPX boxes, right? 10 Mbps, 25 Mbps, 200 Mbps, okay, 1000 Mbps, 3000 Mbps, 5000 Mbps, 8000 Mbps. Instead of 1000 Mbps, we can call it 1 gig, 3 gig, 5 gig, 8 gig, but I don't know. These Citrix mentioned 1000 like this, okay? So for example, the just now, if you see Citrix ADC VPX, this is 1000 Mbps, right? So 1000 Mbps, this one is like that. So most of the appliances are available based on customer requirement. We can purchase. Okay, virtualization and multi-tenancy. Netscaler VPX is fully featured Netscaler running on general purpose of hypervisor environments. If you purchase hardware box, if you install VPX, virtual appliance, same functionality, no difference. But if you purchase hardware box, you have a RAID controller support, 256 GB RAM, more bandwidth, everything will be available. SGX, Netscaler SGX creates instances on purpose of build networking virtualizations, independent fully featured Netscalers. So you have a 11.0, you have a 12.0, you have a 12.1, you have a 13.0, 13.1, 14.1. We can deploy one SGX box. Dedicated hard shared resources. Okay. Network, we can do network isolations. I told you, right? Network independent versions, 11.0, 12.0, multiple versions we can deploy. And also Netscaler supports traffic domains on top of VPX, MPX, SDX. For example, we are providing a Netscaler to 3 companies, Procter & Gamble, Bata, Cadbury Chocolates, so that we can create a traffic domains for each client, so that we can create separate Netscalers, separate VLANs, separate interfaces, everything we can configure. right? So, and also we have a high availability feature, HA pair, Citrix high availability, Netscaler high availability, clustering feature is there. Okay, global server load balancing is there, GSLB. See, here is the HA. If you click here, system, HA pair means two, right? So if you go here, Netscaler, see, this is the HA pair. Two servers are there. Okay. So active as a configuration, simple setup, guaranteed performance, one node failure. Okay. Two Netscalers. HA pair means we can add only two Netscalers. Okay. Two Netscalers, HA pair, one side or stretched over two sides. Can you please unmute? Okay. So we can create HA pair within data center. So one node failure, another node will serve the user requests. HA pair and clustering, as I told you. So we have a cluster option. We do not use this cluster. No one can use this cluster option. It is there. No one can create clusters. Okay. So active up to 32 nodes we can add in one cluster. Cluster node must be in the same site, selected features available, same data center. This is called scale out model. So TriScale technology, scale out model, add nodes for availability and performance. Okay, we can add up to 32 nodes. GSLB feature is there. GSLB, if you go here, okay, traffic management, GSLB, global server load balancing. So we can create a load balancing between two regions. One is in Singapore, another one is in New York, right? Active support standalone sites within DC or failover purpose. Okay, DR activity purpose, we can create a GSLB, global server load balancing. Within data center high availability, if you create a high availability between two different regions, Singapore and Singapore data center and New York data center, two different regions. So we call it as global server load balancing, GSLB. Right? Netscaler IPs, we require Netscaler IPs. Management purpose, we have a NSIP management. We have to log in and manage. This is the Netscaler IP. I logged into Netscaler, we are managing. Right? So that Netscaler IP, management purpose, we require one IP, NSIP. SNP IP, SNP IP is the source IP for backend server communication and also backend server health probe. The SNP IP works as a source IP for backend servers. It will verify the backend server health and it will forward the request to backend server. Right? And VIP IP, virtual IP. So when you create a website, right? So that myportal.cnslab.citrix.com. Okay. So that when users hit that VIP IP, the request will come to Netscaler VIP. It will terminate that request. Netscaler will take that request and it will forward to backend server, which means Netscaler works as a proxy server. Right? Client to tell, hey, stop. Okay. You stop here. I can take your request. I will forward the request to backend server. Netscaler. Okay. The Netscaler will forward the request to SNP IP. SNP will forward the request to backend servers, which means every packet to requester, or response. Proxy. Let's have an example during pandemic situation. So all lockdown, right? So if you order any vegetables, big basket, that person will come to apartment. We cannot allow that person. Okay, watchman will take that basket and the basket will give it to us, right? Watchman works as a proxy in between big basket boy and end user, right? So now watchman is working as a proxy. We are not directly meeting with the big basket delivery boy. Why? Because he is roaming here and there, so that he can definitely, you will have corona or something. So that we should not allow him to inside the apartment, right? Like that, proxy. Citrix ADC functional models. So it loads, Citrix ADC loads on top of pre-based operating system. On top of that, Citrix ADC kernel will load. On top of that, application delivery networking platform, Apex Pet engine. Okay, after that, switching engine, policy framework. We have a in systems .NET framework, like that there is a policy framework. In that policy framework, we have a functional modules, security, availability, and acceleration. We saw, right? Security, see. Okay, see. So security, okay, application acceleration, application availability. These all are the features. If you take security, smart access, SSL VPN, application security, right? See, okay, everything will be available. So acceleration, availability, GSLB, availability, application availability, GSLB is there, L4, L7, load balancing, content switching is there. Okay, IPv supported traffic domains. Okay, everything will be. TriScale clustering is there, TriScale clustering. Right? Acceleration. So the SSLR acceleration, app cache, app flow, app compress. Okay, see, app compress, app cache, it is there. Right, everyone? Okay, so users can access applications inside the users. They can access applications inside the applications inside users. Outside users, for example, Kia showroom. Okay, Kia has a company corporate environment, right? So that they have a corporate offices and company home users, which means employees they can connect from home. Partner users, which means we have a franchises, showrooms they run business on behalf of Kia showroom, right? Business partners, they can also access applications outside of the network, so that we can keep these Netscaler gateway into firewalls in between two firewalls, which means DMZ zone, demilitarized zone, so that we can send the request to proper request to backend servers. We can deploy, we can load balance email servers, web applications, file servers, Janapan stuff, whatever it is. Okay, so this is the architecture diagram. So Netscaler's research in environment, end user, external users coming through firewall, internet, firewall. Again, we have another firewall in between Netscaler's resides, right? They can access applications. So they can connect that applications. These are our application servers, how they access. So first they will communicate with the domain controller. Once authentication is done, they can access applications, right? So everything will be there, direct. So once user login with the Netscaler gateway, the request will come to domain controller. It will validate user ID password. Once validation is done, it will go to web server. It will go to delivery controller, like that. Okay, there is a process. Okay, so we have Citrix ADC components. If you log in here. So these are our components, right? Click here. So system, app expert, traffic management, optimization, security, Citrix gateway, authentication. If you click on traffic management, load balancing, GSLB, so many are there, SSL. So we have to learn all these topics. Right? These are our components. System. These are entire system. If you see system licenses settings, okay, and high availability. If you go here, network. If you only click network, so many networking options are there. NATings, RPs, ACLs, and all. Right? These are our components. Day to day, we have to configure, we have to remove, we have to add something, we have to troubleshoot something on these components. Okay. So this is Citrix ADC modules. Total 14 modules are there. Basic administration. Okay, Netscaler administration, 14 modules are there. These are our traffic management advanced concepts. 5 are there. Total 19 modules. If you learn so that you can write an exam 1/230, 1/240, now 1/241 dumps are available. So once you complete this course, you will become an expert in Netscaler. If you write exam, already you're working somewhere 8 years or 9 years. So if you attend any interview, you will get a job. So many openings are there in Mumbai, Pune.